Day 35 of Pastry School.
And we're late.
So when we eventually made it to school, it was time to get to work. We started off by making a Sasha torte, which is an Austrian chocolate cake. We blended most of the ingredients together in a robo cube. We then folded in the egg whites and then spread it quite thin. We baked in the oven for 6 minutes at 200 degrees. Once the sponge was out of the oven, we cut them and placed them into rings, ready to build our dessert, and then moved on to our ganache. Our ganache was infused with coriander seeds. We then piped our ganache on top of the Sasha sponge and left them in the fridge to set. Then we moved on to the opening, which is cooked sugar and glucose mixed with cocoa paste and cocoa powder. We blended it till it was a fine powder and then sieved it over a mold. Then put it in the oven for a couple of minutes at 210 degrees. Then we had to work really fast, and this did burn. We wrapped it around a mold to create a specific shape. This was going to be used as decoration. Once the ganache had set, we took it out of the fridge and cut the ganache and sponge into quarters. Then we melted cocoa paste and butter together and used it for decoration. With a paintbrush and a turntable, we made a circle design on the plate. I know it looks simple, but it's not as easy as it looks. There is a certain technique that you need to use just to get it right. Then it was time to start plating. I used some ganache as a glue and then placed on my cake quarters. Added some opening to the tops, some roasted hazelnuts, and then some coriander. We had made vanilla ice cream earlier in the week, added a small portion to the plate, and then topped it off with some gold leaf, of course. This dessert was for the chocolate lovers. If you love chocolate, you will love this dessert. And as a chocolate lover myself, I was impressed by how good it looked on the plate, and it tasted just as good.